Hello, Scott here. Welcome to Bratislava. So earlier this year, Elizabeth and I took a trip to the beautiful city of Bratislava, the capital of Slovakia, and thoroughly enjoyed it. So here are my 9 observations on Bratislava. And there's the UFO bridge. Number 1. It's compact, and yes, it's a really walkable city. So we stayed at the top of the town there, and the Danube is right at the bottom, and it's probably like 15 minutes to walk between those 2 big arrows. And what beautiful, beautiful streets they are. There's another look at the Danube, lots of little river cruises. It's an extremely walkable and enjoyable city to visit. Number 2, great beer, and I mean really, really great beer, and well priced as well. This little brewery I found here, very, very nice bit of food as well. Most of the breweries I found had some food as well. Another one, I found another brewery, very spooky. How on earth did I find as many breweries as I did? It must be, it's a gift I've got. But there were lots of these. And as you can see in the beer garden, they're really enjoying it. Excellent quality, extremely well priced. Now you would have expected to see these kinds of styles, so the Budvars and the Staropramens and the Pilsner Urquells of this world, and there's some other lagers you'll see in just a second, admittedly though they're Czech beers, but you had other beer styles as well. This little hole-in-the-wall place that I found with lots of IPAs and lots of other things. Different in terms of how the strength is marketed though. Degrees rather than ABV, so a 3.5 ABV beer is about 10 degrees. Number 3 is building styles, and what a mixture you'll see here. So this is an old Bohemian city which was a communist run for years and years. So you can see beautiful buildings, then all of a sudden you see that, which is like Debenhams 1964, and then you've got an underpass with some lovely houses and then a castle, all sitting next to each other. That's the main road to Budapest. There it is. And then the UFO bridge is probably the strangest of all, or the UFO bridge, the strangest of all there in the distance. And then I think that's a Jewish museum, which again looks rather well kept, but again overlooking the castle, but then a really modern bit welded onto it. And then there's the underpass again. So lots and lots of different building styles, all existing together. That's the cathedral there in the distance, and then the castle is just up that little hill there overlooking the rest of the town. Lots and lots of contrasts, and then I think that's the Parliament building in the distance with the red roof, and then looking back at the underpass with a bridge. A reminder that the Ukrainian war is about 400 kilometers that way. And this is where we stayed, by the way. So this is a little bit out of Ma Maison Hotel, a little bit out of town, but it was certainly well worth it, and lots of steps that Elizabeth certainly really thanked me for after a long day's visiting the area. There's the castle overlooking the town, and we saw that as we went out towards Vienna on the Danube. Number 4 is great shopping, and that was Elizabeth's favourite. That was the Eurovia Mall, which was again on the Danube. Everything seemed to be on the Danube, but a little bit to the east, and then you could approach it the other way. This is from the river, lovely grassy area. You'll see some restaurants in just a minute, and then there's some of those like outdoor exercise machines, lots of picnic tables, outdoor restaurants. There we go. So really beautiful area, and then the shopping centre, and then again some like apartments and that sort of thing on the left-hand side. You'll see in just a second, and that's one of the entrances to the mall. There was an awful lot in there. I think here we go. Inside, and it goes back quite a bit. I think there's a casino at the top as well. Just a reminder, if you do like this video, if this is the kind of content you like, please hit that subscribe button. It is free, and I imagine on a hot day this is a real lovely air-conditioned area to go into. Huge choice, including this. Yeah, look at that Primark. It had only just opened when we were there, and my goodness me, was that busy. That shop was absolutely busy as hell. This is Elizabeth's favourite, and would be her recommendation. I've mentioned it before in some of my videos on Central Europe. Half price, it's sort of the Eastern European, Central European TK Maxx, and she absolutely loved it, and you just had a fleeting glimpse of Elizabeth there in her natural location, which is of course shopping. Just outside there was this sort of food court area, or a sort of a food festival area, which was very nice indeed. There was a bit of music, and then that sort of merged with the town centre. As you can see, very, very busy. We found it to be an extremely busy town. We were there in June, I think. And here we go. This is, we found the Lidl. But our recommendation for supermarket would be Billa. Lovely place to grab some stuff for lunch. It's an Austrian chain. Lots of nice cakes, sandwiches, salads. huge choice. Do look out for them, they were all over town. Nice bit of fruit and veg, salad bar. And number 5, go to Vienna. Now this is, I think these two capitals are the closest two capitals in Europe, Bratislava and Vienna. We went on the boat, Twin City Liners. You can do the train as well. We came back on the train in fairness. There's Elizabeth across the aisle from me. About an hour and a half on the river. There was a little bar on as well, which was nice. And what a beautiful, beautiful journey it was. You're only a little bit outside of the city of Bratislava when you cross the Austrian border. And this is Vienna, and a lovely city. We had, whilst we were there, we had a bus trip. It was very, very hot. That's the famous amusement park, Prato amusement park. We of course had a Sachertorte whilst we were there in the centre of town, and I would thoroughly recommend Vienna as a thoroughly beautiful, beautiful city to visit. We came back, as I said, on the train. It was a local train. The train was quicker than the boat. I think the train was about 50 minutes coming back, and it was much cheaper than the boat. It was only about, I think, €9. The boat was about €40 from memory. There's Elizabeth relaxing on the train coming back. Number 6 is the transport, and it is very, very easy to get around Bratislava. Loads and loads of buses. This is the airport. We got on a bus from the airport. It was very straightforward, took us into the centre, and then we had one change, and then we found another bus that took us. This is where we changed. And this is a pretty convenient place where there's lots of buses, lots of trams, and it's not expensive. It's about, from memory, I think it's between €1 and €2. That's the main train station. This is where we came back from Vienna, and as you can see, old communist era train station, but tons and tons of buses outside to take you wherever you need to go. I think a few trams as well, and you'll see it. There we are. That's us walking away from the train station. Transport very, very easy indeed. Number 7 is the food. Food's always very important to me, and we are very much in meat and potato country. There's Elizabeth with some duck, red cabbage and some mash. I've got some schnitzel there with some potato salad. That was in one of the aforementioned breweries. Very, very good with some beer, washed down with some beer, and lots of beer styles, as you can see there. This was another brewery where we had something to eat as well. I would thoroughly recommend Bratislava. A real good cafe culture, probably a fraction of the price of what you pay in other equivalent cities. Certainly, even other Central European cities like Krakow and place like this. This was much, much cheaper. You could eat very, very well indeed for about 10 to 12 euros in a beautiful, beautiful location for that. The food, thoroughly recommended. Number 8 is a funny one. It is just a really convenient airport. It's really, really close to the town centre. It's quite small. It's only, here we go, just a little bit there to, to the east. I think it's only had 8 gates, something like that, so it doesn't take you long to get through it at all. Got good connections. I mean, it is very much a low-cost airline airport. Ryanair and places like that, and other airlines like that will fly there really frequently. We flew from Leeds to Bratislava on Ryanair, and it was very inconvenient. They're mostly sort of gates that you walk to, but because it's such a small airport, you can just walk it really easily. And there's us actually getting on our plane to take us home to Leeds. And finally, it's affordable. So let me give you an idea of some prices. A bus ride, single bus ride, is about €1.30, and you can be on there for about an hour. A beer, including some really good beer, is about €2. Really decent hotel room for €40. A meal, even in a sort of cafe culture style meal, is about 10 euros. I've got a schnitzel. Elizabeth's got some chicken. Bottle of water is about €1, and yes, a lot of them are in garish colours just like that. Bolt is a very easy way to get across town, like an Uber. €5 for a decent ride, €1 to €2 for an ice cream. And what else do you need? They're the most important things, aren't they? So, in summary, I would thoroughly recommend Bratislava as a place to visit. You can get there really quite easily, quite cheaply. The hotels are largely very good. The food is brilliant. The beer is brilliant. And when you're there, you can have a really picturesque experience in Central Europe. So I hope this video has been of some use to you. Hope that you do find yourself able to give Bratislava a go. And once again, thank you for watching. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then please consider subscribing to this channel. Also, I'd be very grateful if you could like this video and hit that notification bell. If you do that, you'll continue to receive lots more rubbish just like this.